Hi guys. Okay, so the other day I loved Ms. Burroughs. I loved Ms. Burroughs and Mr. Scroggins' story about the little boy that tasted like egg sandwiches. And it made me think about a book that I've read 1,000 times, but I love to read it again and again. And it's called The Bear Ate Your Sandwich. Okay, so the author is Julia Roach. It was a Read for the Record book a few years ago. And so that means that we all read it at exactly the same time on the exact same day. And we tried to see how many people could read the book. And that's a really fun thing to do. So, by now, I think you know what happened to your sandwich. But you may not know how it happened. So let me tell you. It all started with the bear. The morning air was warm and bright. When the bear stepped out of his den, he stretched and he sniffed. Good strong verbs there. Stretch and sniff. The scent of ripe berries drifted right toward him and led to a wonderful discovery. What's it going to be? After a berry feast, the bear curled up in the sunlight and he listened to the buzzing of the bees. And before long, he was asleep. Oh, don't you love a good nap? Naps are nice. That's one good thing about our new schedule is we can take little naps throughout the day. Little rest. By the time the bear opened his eyes, the buzzing had become a rumbling. He was being quickly swept along like a leaf in a great river. The forest disappeared in the distance and the high cliffs rose up all around him. So I want you to think about, what do you think the bear is feeling? Where is he going? Why is he going there? See if we can read to find out what's going on here. Once the rumbling stopped, the bear found himself in a new forest. It was like nothing he'd ever seen before. You ever been in a forest like this? Do you think it's really a forest, or does it have a different name? This forest had many great climbing spots. The trees were still itchy here. There was bark for scratching. Oh, I missed the adjective. There was good bark for scratching. And the mud squished nicely under his feet. I bet that's like some of y'all in your parents' living room this week, huh? Better not be. There were many interesting smells in this forest, but some of the tastiest ones had already been found. Don't you love these illustrations? I like the colors that the illustrator used for our pictures. They make me feel like just happy. Leafy green smells led the bear to new fun. And that is when he saw it. Oh boy. I hope you're going on some adventures too. There it was. Your beautiful and delicious sandwich. All alone. He waited to make sure that no one saw him. Not even the sandwich. Before he made his move. It was such a great sandwich. The bear loved it. But just as he was almost finished, he heard. Sniff! Snuffle, slobber, snort, behind him. There's our onomatopoeia words. Can you say that? Onomatopoeia. Words that make a sound when you say them. Sniff, snuffle, slobber, snort. He had been seen. The bear was so surprised that he ran out of the park and down the street until he spotted a very tall tree. Who is the narrator of the story? So confused. I'm gonna find out. From the top of the tree, the bear could see his forest, and it was time to go home. The waves rocked the bear, and he began to doze. What does that word doze mean? Can you show me doze? It's like right before you fall asleep for a nap. Waves are rocking him. He's gonna doze off. Okay, wake up. When he opened his eyes, he heard the breeze and familiar branches and the birds and the bugs' evening song. Well, the bear made it home just fine. Ooh! Ah!
Are you drinking to your glass?
I am. You want to come join me?
No.
So that's what happened to your sandwich. Watch out, sis. Please stop. The bear ate it. Interesting. What do you think this little creature is right here? 2 furry little ears. And I'm figuring out that maybe the dog told the story. But my question is, how would the dog know all of these details about how the bear ate the sandwich? I mean, it seems like a big deal for the bear to travel all the way from the woods, all the way into the city. And like the dog knows everything about the bear. The bear ate the sandwich and then the bear went home. Interesting. Very interesting. I saw it all. I tried to save your sandwich. I was able to save this little bit of lettuce here. The bear dropped it as he ran off, but I couldn't save the rest. I'm sorry to have to tell you about your sandwich this way, but now you know. This seems like a little bit of a fiction story that the dog is telling. I'm feeling like maybe the dog ate it. What do you think? I don't know. Ruff, 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 ruff. And that is the end of the story. So what I want you to think about is, do you think that the dog ate the sandwich? Or do you think the bear ate the sandwich? Seems like these bears are getting a lot of unfair things put on them. They eat little boys from our last story. Now the bear came all the way in from the country, all the way into the city. He played around on the buildings, and he ate a sandwich in the city. I don't know if that quite adds up to me. I want you to decide what you think, and I would love it if you would write it down and send it to me. I love to see your thoughts. Remember, if you think about something, it stays there for a minute, but if you write it down, it lasts forever. And I love it when you talk and tell me what you're thinking. So, I hope you like this story. The bear ate... What? Yes, the bear ate your sandwich. Bye, guys. Miss you.